Good afternoon and welcome to Fast Horses Today for Sunday, May 12th. It's also Mother's Day, so all of you out there who are moms, happy Mother's Day to you. If you're watching or listening, you're not a mom, but you know one, please wish them a happy Mother's Day. So let's get started. We've got a late pick 5 at Santa Anita, which starts in their 5th race. That post time is about 3:10 Pacific time, so that's about 5:10 Central time. 5th race is a starter allowance, 25,000 starter allowance, 6 furlongs on the flat grass. Now, there's some light fields today at Santa Anita, some short fields, but I'm going to try and find a silver lining. I think the silver lining today is I'm going to go with a couple horses throughout the card that have run at Golden Gate. Now, you might see an influx of Golden Gate horses. They're going to be closing there soon in a few weeks, so we might see some horses that are coming down south. Got to see how competitive they're going to be with the horses in Southern California. So I think today's a good test for a couple of the horses. In the previous weeks, I don't think the Golden Gate horses have been doing too well, but we'll see. Today I could kind of see a couple opportunities here. So let's go with the 5th race. I've got 2 horses here in this race to get things started with the pick 5, and I'm also going to make a win bet as well here. So I've got the 2 horse who is Proof He Rides, 5-2 with Kyle Frey out of the Sean McCarthy barn. Now, McCarthy acquired this horse from some folks up north. This horse has run with some nice horses in Golden Gate in their allowance races there. Have been running on the synthetic track, but also shows a win on the turf. So, this horse is by Idiot Proof, which I personally like Idiot Proof as a sire. I think this is a very underutilized sire in California. Idiot Proof is pretty good with throwing speed horses who can run on the dirt, can run on the turf, run on the synthetic at short distances. So, I don't know. I like Idiot Proof as a sire. Again, I think is kind of an underutilized one. So, we'll see. I think this horse has a good shot here coming down south and finding this turf sprint to his liking. So I'm going to make a win bet on Proof He Rides, 5-2. And then I'm also, for pick 5 purposes, I'm going to also put the 5 in here who is Grazed. Steve Knapp claimed this horse from Mark Glatt last time out of a California allowance race for 20,000. It was one of those optional, so that's what got this horse qualified for this one. So this horse won his last race, and this horse, the reason I like this horse has shown a good record at the 6 furlong distance on the grass at Santa Anita. And over the past couple days, we've seen horses who have had good records at this 6 furlong grass win over the last couple days. So maybe that trend continues with the 5 horse here, Grazed. Rispoli takes them out, and Rispoli's been riding well, which he should with this group, and should certainly be riding well on the grass. We've got the 2 and the 5 to get things started in the pick 5. Let's move to the 6th race, which is a maiden race, 6 furlongs, California special weight here, 6 furlong race. I've got 2 horses here that I like, and I'm going to put here in the pick 5. I've got the 2 horses, Epione. Epione has run twice. I thought ran really well at first time out on the dirt. Was a dirt sprint. Came 3rd that day. Had a little bit of trouble and ran up against a pretty nice horse in Roberta's Love, who came back to win her next race. So that might be a live race here. Next time out, they put Epione in a turf race, and Kazushi Kimura rode the horse. And if you watch the replay, boy, Kimura really earned his pay that day. This horse was under a ride the whole time. Kimura really got a shoulder and arms workout here because he was really pushing on this horse. So, the horse ran evenly, but made me think maybe he didn't like the grass. I don't know. But I'm going to, they're going back to the dirt today. So I think that moves this horse up at Epione. Diego Herrera takes the call today, 5-2. Herrera's a hard-trying rider. He doesn't get a lot of chances, but when he does, he seems like he cashes in on him. And he has run for Tim Yakteen in the past. So, looks like a good play here at 5-2. And then also going to go with the 6 horse, who is Moonlight Tryst. Moonlight Tryst comes out of the David Hoffman's barn, and we saw Hoffman's win yesterday and had a nice winner. And this horse is a first-time starter as a 4-year-old out of American Pharoah. And, you don't really see a lot of American Pharaohs that are cowbred. So they went and, dipped in, paid the price for an American Pharoah. The horse has been training. She's 4 and is her first start. But I have seen Hoffman's show up with an older first starter or 2 win their first one. So, we're going to put the 6 in here as well. That's Moonlight Tryst. All right, let's move to the next race, 7th race. It's a mile on the turf, 32,000 claiming here. So I've got 3 horses here to get this pick 5 moved along. I've got the 1 who is out of the Leonard Powell barn. Mike Smith takes the call. Smith has certainly done a lot of nice work on the grass lately. This horse had been running on dirt, so they're switching back to the grass where the horses had some wins on the grass. So, I think that this horse, might have found his friends, or might have found her friends, I should say, running her in this 32,000 claimer, because she'd been running with a little bit better last several times. So, got the 1 Indy Star, and then I got the 4 horse, who is Freedom Lass. Freedom Lass is the program favorite for Phil D'Amato, 9-5. No surprise here that this horse is a favorite. If you look at her last 2 starts, she's run some long races, 1.25 miles both times, in Allowance Company. And, if you see the horses that she has run with, Rough Ride, she lost by head. Rough Ride would be, overwhelming here. And also last time, this horse ran with Musical Rhapsody, and we've seen Musical Rhapsody win her last 2, including yesterday in the Santa Barbara, got up by a nose. So there are no Musical Rhapsodies in this race. So that's why I see why this horse is 9-5. I'm sure the horse will get overbet because now they're dropping her in for a tag at 32,000. But as we see, sometimes these favorites don't deliver. So I'm going to put the horse in, but I've got 3 horses, here for pick 5 purposes. Now, I also have the 7 horse. 7 horse is Councilwoman Jilly. Now, this horse comes from Golden Gate, and as I mentioned previously, this is one of 2 horses I'm going to put in that have run at Golden Gate. Horse, has done some good work on the turf, has won twice. I'm presuming that's been at Golden Gate. Has run 3 times on the Santa Anita turf. I don't know when that happened. It was quite a while ago because it doesn't show up in the PPs. But this horse is 0-3 at Santa Anita. But you know what? The horse has been knocking around in allowance conditions. It even ran in a stake up at Golden Gate, and they're putting her in for 32. So again, this might be a test. We're going to see what these Golden Gate horses can do. If they're not winning, then people might need to reconsider coming down south, because there'd be no reason to bring horses down if they're not going to win races. So this could be a race ripe for the pickings. 10-1 too. So Kyle Frey, he certainly has Northern California connections. So we'll see. There'd be if this horse comes in, would be a nice way to beat a favorite and really propel your pick 5 prices. So we've got the 1, 4, and 7. All right, now let's move to the next race. The next race is a allowance race, a second level allowance, 6 furlongs. And there's some nice horses here. So there's the 2 horse who is Mano Rose. And Mano Rose is probably, next to the Chosen Vron, has been really an impressive sprinter. Chosen Vron is in a different class, but Mano Rose has probably been, really impressive as a sprinter here with two big wins. Maldonado has been on the horse for Jeff Mullins. Blew out a field of California-bred allowance horses with a huge speed figure, and then they brought this horse back into open company and blew out an open company field as well with a big speed figure. So, there was word on this horse maybe taking on Chosen Vron at some time, which, they might do, but, I would guess that this race might go a long way in seeing if they'd want to take on Chosen Vron with Mano Rose. So this horse is 4-5 in the program, so got to put Mano Rose in there. I'm not singling Mano Rose because there's an upset chance here. That upset chance is the 5 horse Good with People for Peter Miller. Now, I'm not a big Peter Miller fan, and I'm not going to sing his praises, but this horse certainly has run well at this level and has won at this level. And the reason why this horse is able to run at this level again is because they're putting him in for the 80,000 claim. So I don't think they're taking too big of a risk here. Probably saying you want the horse for 80, then come on and get him. So, Kirk and Judy Robeson are the owners. They've owned some really nice horses over the years that we've seen running around the country. Jackie's Warrior being one of them. And, they employ different trainers, and here they got Peter Miller for this one. So I'm going to also put Good with People. So that's the 2 and the 5. Pardon me. Now let's go to the last race here. Last race closes out the card. A 5 furlong sprint. It's a maiden special weight, and it's interesting that they're making them run here 5 furlongs on the grass. Usually they run them a little longer. So 5 furlongs, I feel, makes this more challenging and really could help pay this pick 5 off because we might see some prices. I mean, there's definitely some speed horses. And, at 5 furlongs on the grass at Santa Anita, if one horse gets out and doesn't get challenged, it would be game over because the stretch and the wire comes up pretty quickly. But looks to me like there's some speed in this race, a few horses. So if they fight it out, then maybe it sets up for someone else. So I've got 5 horses in this race because I'm going to take a shot here with a couple prices and see what we can do here. So I've got the 1 who is Keep It Coming. Keep It Coming is first starter, has Maldonado on the horse. The horse shows, just average works, but, we've seen Maldonado do this before with first-time starters on the grass at sprints, and he can get a horse out, and, that becomes dangerous at 5 furlongs. So got the 1 here with Keep It Coming. I've got the 2, who is Finner's Golden Sense. This horse ran once last time out, ran up against Moon Ice, who Moon Ice was a career maiden in the California special ranks and run some good races, but just was finding, horses just kept beating. But Moon Ice got it done, and got it done in a big way last time. And a couple horses came out of that Moon Ice race yesterday to run first and second on the wire. I think it was the first race yesterday. So we're going to see if maybe that Moon Ice race is going to be a key race here. So what Finner's Golden Sense did is Finner's Golden Sense got out of the gate pretty nicely and showed some speed chasing Moon Ice. Ended up backing up after that, but you know what? We'll give this horse another chance. He's 8-1. I also have the 4 horse who is Special Club. Special Club has run several times now, has run on the grass, run on the dirt for Craig Lewis. Hernandez takes the ride. He's 5-2 in the program. He's a program favorite. Going to put this horse in because this horse has some experience, and if they fall apart in a stretch, this would be the kind of horse that would be coming up and finishing. I also have the 6 horse who is Western Grit. Western Grit has Tyler Bays on him out of the Ryan Hansen barn. This horse has shown speed in all of his starts. We'll talk about the last 2 that he ran. He ran once in January. The horse got out to the lead and had a clear lead in the stretch, and then just ended up getting beat on the wire at 6 furlongs. So as we know, in these 5 furlong grass races, if a horse gets out and opens up daylight in a stretch, usually they're gone. So that could be a case for this horse. Then the last time the horse ran, he was 5-2, didn't get out cleanly, and ended up having a fight for the lead, and ended up running just an even race, got beat by Travelin' Show. So Western Grid is 3-1. That's a 6 horse. We're going to put Western Grid in here. And then finally the 8 horse, who is Only Alleged. Only Alleged comes out of the Dean Peterson barn. Now, Dean Peterson shows pretty good record with first starters, and this horse is by Sir Prancelot. Sir Prancelot, last summer, we saw several Sir Prancelots run really, really well at the Del Mar meet. I think last summer was the first crop of Sir Prancelots that came out, and a lot of them did win and ran well. They ran well on the turf, certainly. So this is a first starter by Sir Prancelot. Works are pretty good, and Kyle Frey is on the horse. Now, I know Frey has definitely won races for Dean Pedersen in the past. They have a connection there. This horse is 6-1 in the program, and can certainly show speed. And who knows? This might be a first-time rocket. So it's the 1, the 2, the 4, 6, and the 8 here in this pick 5. So this pick 5 ticket today that I'm going to play is a $60 ticket. If you see fit, you could play along. If you want to add or subtract, you certainly do that. It's certainly up to you. But let's recap here at Santa Anita. We've got the 5th race here starting off. A pick 5, we've got the 2 and the 5. And then I've got a win bet on the 2 that is a proof he rides. Like that horse today, so I'll make a win bet on him. With the 2 and the 6. With the 1, 4, 7. With the 2 and the 5. And the 2 horses, that's a 4-5 favorite. That's Mano Rose, so I'm sure it'll be a single there. But we've got the 2 and the 5. And then in the final, we've got 1, 2, 4, 6, and 8. So again, that's a $60 ticket that I'm playing. But as you see fit, add or subtract, and do what you think might pay off for you. So again, thanks so much for watching. I wish you the best of luck. Let's get some great trips, because great trips results in bad luck. And let's get some good racing today, good safe racing. So again, thank you for watching. Happy Mother's Day to everyone. Please hit the subscribe button, make comments, like or dislike. I'd love to hear from you, and I promise that I'll respond to anything that I receive. Thank you very much.